The quickest way to know how somebody feels about you is to either get them really fucking angry or get them inebriated with drugs or alcohol. And then you'll know exactly how they feel about you. Especially when they're fucking angry. Okay? One of the things that I really hate that people say, and people say it a lot, is when you get into a big argument with them and they say something way out the line that they should never have fucking said, and then they come to you later and they say, just like this, they go like, I didn't mean what I said. That is the quickest way for me to punch you in your goddamn nose, or your eye, or your fucking throat, boo. Or maybe all three, honey. Don't come to me and say you didn't mean what you said, bitch. Because if you didn't mean what you said, you would never have fucking said it. Okay? Now, I know people are like, Big Zo, people, you know, they say things they regret all the time. That is very true. But that doesn't mean they didn't mean it. That does not mean, just because you regret saying something or you feel bad about saying something because you were angry or you were having an argument with somebody, does not mean that you weren't thinking it or you didn't mean it. You meant what you said. What you didn't mean what you didn't mean to happen was for me to hear it. You didn't mean for me to hear what you said. You never meant that. You never meant for it to come out your mouth, but you meant what you said, okay? So own up to your douchebagginess, okay? Own up to the fact that you were an asshole. But don't try to minimize your part in something. Don't try to minimize the fact that you just hurt somebody by saying, I didn't mean what I said. Excuse me? That's fucking bullshit. And I don't stand for it, okay? I don't stand for it. Like I said, when you're angry with somebody, your conscious wall, your veil that separates your consciousness from your subconsciousness gets very weak when you're over emotional. Or like I said, if you're inebriated with drugs or alcohol, it gets very fucking weak, okay? And then whatever, it's like spitfire coming out of your mouth. Okay? And I just don't like it, okay? Because, like, it just recently happened. It's not even involving me. It's involving one of my friends and one of their friends, their associates, whatever you want to call the bitch. But it came out of their mouth, and I just was so shocked that they would even say something like that. Something so personal. Something that just should never have been uttered in a disgustingly insulting way. And then I was talking to my friend the other day, and they forgave them, which more power, props to them for forgiving them. But was like, well, she told me she didn't mean what she said, so, I forgave her. And I'm like, bitch, she meant what the fuck she said. Your friends and loved ones have thoughts about you, just like you have thoughts about them that are less than flattering. All of us have negative thoughts somewhere in our head about the person we call best friend, the person we call loved one. What we have to do is make sure that we never use those negative thoughts that we have, no matter how minute they are, whether you think they're messy, whether you think that they're a horrible girlfriend to their boyfriend, or a horrible boyfriend to their girlfriend, or a horrible boyfriend to boyfriend, or girlfriend to girlfriend, whether you think that they are whatever. I may look at one of my best friends, and this is not true, I'm just using this as an example. I may look at one of my best friends and I might think that they're a horrible mother. But I'm not going to sit there and say, bitch, you're a horrible mother. You should have never had children, bitch. I would never say that in a heated argument just to be spiteful. Or I hope I would never say that in a heated argument, but I would like to think I'm mature enough not to do that. That's why I don't get in arguments with friends. I don't get in arguments with friends and loved ones. I walk away. I walk away because I'm not going to read you into fucking oblivion, because I value my friendships and I value my relationships with my close and personal loved ones. I will not read people into oblivion for kikis. I will not read people to oblivion just to be reading people to oblivion, just to be that bitch. Because you know what? You can be that bitch and be very fucking lonely. And a heartless cunt at that. Sweetheart. Get over him. Like I said, you get overly emotional, your subconscious gets very chatty, and she can be very cunty, okay? This is a random vid. I just hate how people try to take away their personal accountability for the things they do. Just like when people get drunk or high, and you're hanging out with somebody who's drunk, and they do some fucked up shit, and they think that they don't have to apologize for their actions the next day or next couple of days. They don't have to apologize because they were drunk. Oh, I was just drunk, girl. I was drunk, boo. I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. Well, you are a grown-ass motherfucking man. Okay? You are a grown-ass motherfucking man, and if you can't handle your fucking alcohol, bitch, stop drinking. Put the cup down. Put it down. If you can't handle it. Or if you sitting there drinking and you feel yourself start to swerve, and you know if you get too drunk, you can't be around people, bitch, exit stage left. Because that's what I do. If I get really irritated with one of my friends, or I get really upset with them, I pick my fat ass up and I exit stage left. Because this is about to be a verbal massacre up in there, and I don't want to be a part of that. Because I have a conscience. And later, that shit digs the fuck out of me. I can't stand even some queens on YouTube who talk about how they read their friends they read their friends for filth, and they really dug into their friends and like stabbed the fuck out of them verbally. And just, yes, girl, I read the fuck out of them. I don't give a fuck. That's my best friend, though, but they know how I am. That shit is not cool or cute to me. There is no reason in the world that I should worry about someone that is a close personal friend of mine or a family member of mine saying something hurtful to me. Now, sitting down and having a confrontation about your differences like grown adults is two different things. And yes, you're going to have fights. Yes, you're going to have arguments. I'm talking about when you say things that cross that line. And you can't take it back. Some words you just can't take back. You really can't. I've done it. I've said something to a cousin of mine when I was younger, and I'm trying to get emotional because it was really fucked up what I said. We had a heated argument, and I said something to her that I regret to this day. Me and her are very close today, but I regret it to this day. And, I'm not going to talk about it. Not gonna think about it. I can't even think about it because it's like gets me really emotional. But anyway, you guys, just watch what you say to people, because sometimes you can't unsay. You can never unsay what you said. Once it's out there, it's out there. And some things you really can't take back. You can't take it back. No return to sender. People will know, the person you'll know will know how you feel about them. So just really watch what you're saying. It took a couple of fucking detours, honey. I was on I-89, and I veered all the way to fucking I-40. So, you guys, I'm sorry that I've been, gone for a couple of weeks. I recently quit a job and got a new job, which pays more, and that's a whole nother story. Still actively seeking a new place to stay after my lease ends, and I do plan on going back to school in the fall. So a lot going on, but I'll remember to make some videos, and a couple of pop culture videos, because I know I haven't talked about anything pop culture-y in a while. So I have some thoughts on some things that's going on the famous tip. But thank you guys. I love you guys so much. Please take heed in this video. Watch what you say to people, especially people that you care about. If you're angry or you're overly emotional at the moment, please watch what you say to them, okay? Because like I said, you can never unsay what you said. So, alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.